Israel will host Argentina in 2 weeks for a final World Cup friendly match as planned. The chairman of Argentina's Soccer Association confirming the news. Israel's sports minister, Miri Regev, giving herself a pat on the back, saying, "I fulfilled my promise, and that the upcoming game in Jerusalem will be awesome." There had been tremendous pressure on Argentina's players not to come to Israel. The anti-Israel BDS movement said that the team must take a stand against Israeli bloodshed in Gaza. Argentinian media over the weekend raised the possibility that the game could be moved to Spain. We now know that will not happen. Joining me in studio is our sports correspondent, Jonathan Regev. Jonathan, tell us a little bit about the history of Argentina's national team coming to Israel to play before the World Cup.
First time Argentina came to Israel was in 1986. They beat the rather weak Israeli team 7-2. Why is that important? They went on to win the World Cup in Mexico. That was 32 years ago. That was the last time Argentina won the World Cup. But that started a tradition. In 1990, Argentina again came to Israel right before the World Cup in Italy. Why? They said, well, 4 years ago we came to Israel, La Tierra Santa, the Holy Land. We won. Let's do it again. 1990, Argentina made it all the way to the final. So he thought it still works. They came in 1994 again. This time it did not work out very well. The last time Argentina came was 1998. The game was played in Jerusalem, the same place where it will be played 2 weeks from now. It was far smaller, the stadium back then. Israel actually won that game 2-0, if I remember correctly, and that's when Argentina stopped coming. Now they're saying 32 years have passed since we last won the World Cup. Let's see if we start this tradition again.
Let's resume
it. Work out.
All right, so I mean, they have a long history of coming to Israel before the World Cup.
4 times.
And they won one of those times, went to the championship the other time. Do they, this time though, this team, do they want to come to Israel? They're facing BDS that didn't exist the last time they were in Israel. Tremendous pressure. It's a long flight. It's a week before the World Cup starts. Do the players want to be here?
Not so much, but there's a lot of money involved. Of course, Argentina, it's a flying circus because of especially Leo Messi. Everybody wants to see Leo Messi, and the Argentine Football Federation is getting, Soccer Federation is getting a lot of money. We're speaking of roughly $3 million. That's the amount they're being paid. And as far as Israel, of course, there's politics involved. The game was supposed to be held in Haifa, in the Sami Ofer Stadium, the newest, the most modern stadium in Israel. But Israeli politicians got involved, and they moved the game to Jerusalem. That's where eventually it will be held.
All right, so Argentina, they have hopes to go back to the World Cup final, maybe to win it all. But the big question for this game, A, can Israel win? And B, how long is Messi going to play? How long will he actually be on the pitch for?
As far as I understood, there's an agreement that Messi will play 60 minutes, not more. If Israel can win, I'd say no. But
Messi won't be there a third of the game.
And plus, the Argentine players, this is Saturday. The World Cup begins the following Thursday. Argentina, 2 days later, have their opening match. They will, as we call it, watch out for their legs. They will play really very, very slow. Israel can use the opportunity and win. Yes. Does it mean much? No. Argentina will have their eyes on Russia. That's where they want to win. If they win or lose here, it may add a bit to their confidence, nothing more than that.